I'm back with another video. It's Gordon's here, and I'm doing another video on the Bidston Cup. I'm with my brother, and we have got like 10 names for the Bidston Cup, like the 10 teams, and my brother's going to be talking about each one individually, and then after that we're going to have the fixtures. He's going to talk about what the 3 fixtures are for tonight's game, which is going to be out on Wednesday. So the first team is Mike's team, Law-Abiding Sigerson.
Okay, so I talked a little bit about Law-Abiding Sigerson in my last video. As you know, we won our first game of the season, 29-16. It was the first time we all played together as a 5. They've all played together previous to this Bidston Cup in like 11-a-side games, 7-a-side games, 5-a-side games. So they knew each other quite well. And as I said to you in the last video, me and Steve were in the team together originally, and then Steve brought in these players for the team. We're quite a silky team. You know, fast moving football, bit slick. You know, we wanted the goals to look good. Obviously, you know, there comes times when we could just finish it a bit easier, but like we look good to watch. The football's good, and obviously, as we proved, we got a good result in the first game against a good team. So if you want to watch a good team, you watch us, because you'll be entertained when you're watching us. And obviously, I can't really say much else about us. All I can say is, you know, we started the game slow in the first week, but when we got into our strides, we looked unstoppable at times, and I really enjoyed playing with the team, and I only think that's going to get better, to be honest with you, as the weeks go on. We'll all start playing better and better, and we'll figure out through the weeks whatever the weaknesses are, if there is any weaknesses in the team, and we'll improve on them, and I think we'll be a strong candidate to win the Bidston Cup.
Okay, before we move on to the next one, if you want to check out that game that Mike was actually talking about, it's on my channel. It's called Bidston Cup Episode 1, and you can watch that game then. 14
minutes of highlights, but you'll see some good goals. You managed to catch some of the good goals, didn't you, Jack?
Yeah. Okay, number 2, Teletubbies, our brother's team.
Okay, so I spoke a little bit about them again last week, but I didn't really speak about the actual team. That's going to be the other team. That's going to be, I forgot to mention, Jack's videos will be heavily centred about my team and Ali's team. You will see bits of the other teams, but you'll mainly hear about the other teams, whereas you'll see a lot of mine and Ali's team. So you'll see what I've told you about my team, Ali's team. Ali's team, this is their second season together, so they're all quite comfortable together now. They won the league last season, as I mentioned in the previous video. It's a group of lads. it's a group of lads who Ali managed to get together to play for the team, and they're a brilliant team. You got a lad called Sam, who's kind of like he's the goal scorer. You give him the ball anywhere on the pitch, and he'll find a way to put it in. You got a lad called Ramon, who's probably the quickest player I've ever seen in my entire life. They got a good team. Brad and Nico, both really good players. Ali's a good player. Well, he's alright, like. Probably the weak link in their team, but yeah, he knows that. But they're a really good team, and obviously, like I say, this is their second season, so they won the last game. They won the last season, and they won their last game last week. And they're definitely one to watch out for, because they're probably wanting to retain the title.
Yeah. Number 3, the Wizard of Ozil.
Okay, like Ali's team, this is their second season re-entering. They won the season before the last one, the one that Ali's team won last season, and the season before the Wizard of Ozil won it, and that was before Ali's team were a team, which is interesting, because that'll be 2 champions re-enter for the second time in the same season, so that'll be fascinating to watch. The Wizard of Ozil are fantastic. They're a bit like my team, is in like they're a group of lads who all know each other. They've all played together 11-a-side. They still do play together 11-a-side. So they're all very, like, you know, telepathic, and they're good to watch. And they're hard to play against. They have possession for most of the game. And individually they're all good players, but as a team they're all even better. Like, they all, you know, they complement each other on the pitch, and And I'd probably say, if I was to gun to my head, I'd say they're probably the slight favourites, maybe to win the league. But like I've said, like last season, like in the last video, it's hard to put a finger on who you think will definitely win it, but I think they probably will be slight favourites going ahead.
Okay, moving on to number 4, Cornetto.
Okay, Cornetto is a team put together by my mate Dava. They're all players who've played in the previous tournaments. 2 of them actually played in the team that won it in the second season, Duffy and Evan. But they're a group of lads who've all played in it, but for different teams. Who, for one reason or another, their teams decided to fold or split or whatever. So they were kind of left not too sure on who they were going to have in their teams going forward because of the fact the team split. So just decided, you know what, let's come together, let's make a team, and it's a pretty good team at that. You know, they're 5 good players, and they won their first game last week by 20 goals, and are actually top of the league on goal difference. So obviously it proved to have worked. So they're one to look forward to going ahead. Quite a physical bunch, the lads. You know, they'll be difficult to play against. You know, which is a good thing to have. Like, so they'll be one to look out for through the season.
Number 5, Elche.
This is a team I haven't seen yet, because they're brand new this season. None of the lads have played in the previous seasons. One of the lads, Manny, well, the captain, he played. He filled in for our Ali's team in a game against me last season, so I've seen him a little bit. He's a good player. I haven't seen the rest of his team, but they played against Ali's team last week, who obviously Ali's team won the league last season, so Ali's team are a strong team. And Ali's team only won 25-20, and apparently it was a close game. And from what Ali's told me, they were a really good team, physical team, and they're one to watch for the rest of the season. So obviously, you know, I don't know what they're like myself, but from what I've been told, they're actually going to be one of the contenders, I'd say. At least certainly for like top 2, 3 for definite. Maybe the league. You know, there's only first week, anything can happen. There's plenty more games. So I guess I'll wait and see on them. I guess we all will.
Okay, number 6, LaSalle Solid Crew.
Okay, all of these players, like unlike El Cinco, are players that I have seen play. I've known most of them since school. They're a good bunch of players. They had some of them had a team last season. They made a few changes to the team, mixed a few players around, and because of that, they've changed the team name. So they're kind of like a fresh team. They're a difficult team to play against. You know, they like control the possession, and they'll be one of the fresh going into it. But like I say, they made a few changes to the team, and it'll be their first game tonight. So I guess we'll see how effective the new changes are, because obviously they'll be wanting to. They did well last season, you know. They won. I think they won half the games, lost half them. So it was kind of like an up and down season for them. So obviously they'll be wanting to improve on that this season, which is a good chance of them doing if they've improved. But I guess we'll see tonight for the remaining of the season. But all I do know is they are a tough bunch of players to play against.
Okay, number 7, Marthalemans.
Okay, Marthalemans, the team I played last week. They're one of the younger teams, but they have that as an advantage, as in they have a lot of energy compared to some of the other players. Like they can keep running for a bit longer. And for the first 20 minutes of the game, it was even between my team and their team, and we were getting a little bit scared that we were going to lose in the first game. Obviously, when we hit our strides, we did become a bit unstoppable, and we sailed for the rest of it. But they were a good team. I think they may want one or two changes. I think since the first week, I think I don't know too much about it, but I think a few disagreements were made, and I think they've decided to change one or two players. I think for the better. So I think that can only mean good for the rest of the season. But they'll be a good team to play against. A lot of energy.
Okay, number 8, PeekaBoo.
Okay, this is an interesting one. This is my mate Connor's team. It's got, I know 2 of the players, I don't know 3 of them. 2 of the players basically came together because they didn't have a team. Similar reasons to Davos' team. They didn't have a team. They came together, decided to make a team, and I don't know who the other three lads are like. So they're a bit of a mystery right now. The two players they got, decent players. So they could be a good team, but I don't know. They're playing tonight, so I guess we'll see how good they actually are tonight.
Okay, number 9, Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia. Again, I only know one of the players. They're a mystery to me, but they did play first week against Davos' team and lost by 20 goals. So I mean, it's not the best start. Maybe it was Davos' team were really good. Maybe they were just having a bad day. But I can't say that for definite yet. So obviously, a few weeks in, if they win a couple of games or they lose a few games, that'll tell us how good they actually are. But from first week, obviously, it wasn't the best performance. But there still remain to be seen when they play different teams. But I don't really know fully.
Okay, the last team, Lord of the Ings.
This team, I have no idea. None of them have played the seasons previous, and they haven't played their first game yet, so no one else has been able to tell me how they played. They are a mystery. I don't know what any of them are like. They could be amazing. They could be awful. But we won't know that until they play tonight against Ali's team. So Ali's team will be the first team to let us know. But they are a mystery to me.
So speaking about games,
okay.
What are the 3 fixtures of tonight?
Okay, so tonight's games, or as I just mentioned then, it's Ali's team against Lord of the Ings. Lord of the Ings are a mystery. Ali's team, obviously, they've come off the back of winning the league. They're on hot form. They're a feared team to play against, with a real good bunch of lads. And they won their first game of the season. They'll be looking to take that momentum into this game tonight and look to get a win against a team which no one knows anything about. So that'll be interesting to see. The other game, well, the other 2 games, we got the So Solid crew against PeekaBoo. That is the lads who have made improvements from last season versus the 2 lads who came together and brought 3 new players, Connor's team, that is. That'll be interesting because I don't really know a lot about Connor's team, and I don't really know how much the So Solid crew have improved their team. That could be a close game. That could be an interesting one. I think that one won't have a lot of goals in between it, I wouldn't imagine. And finally, we have the Wizard of Ozil versus Cornetto. Now, that'll be interesting because the Wizard of Ozil won the league in the 3rd season and are a real deadly force to be reckoned with and arguably the favourites. And they're playing against a team who is top after the first week, who got the highest goal difference, won by 20 goals, and has looked to be a threat. So that one could be a really close game, or we could have forgot truly how good the Wizard of Ozil actually are. And I guess we'll see tonight. But I think if I'm going to pinpoint the game of the night, I would say it's probably going to be the Wizard of Ozil versus Cornetto. I think that'll be the one to watch. But the game that you will all be getting the pleasure of seeing tonight will be Bella Teletubbies versus Lord of the Ings. You'll get to see for yourself how good Ali's team is. Obviously, you saw how good my team is if you watched the previous video. Same with Ali's team. You'll see them tonight and see what they're all about. I thought they are a really good team, and that'll be the one that will have the highlights up in a couple of days.
So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thanks to Mike for helping me out.
You're welcome.
Can we hit 10 likes on this video?
And if you do, you'll be seeing plenty more of me.
Yeah, a lot more updates. And yeah, let's wrap it up, I guess. Goodbye.